Welcome to the very first Alpha Male podcast. My name is Heather Krause, and I'm here with my co-host, the one and only Greg Krause, my father.
Happy to be here and to finally put this together from all the years of talking about all the issues that are out there affecting guys growing up,
Yes.
where it seems like the male population is under attack.
Kind of gone downhill a little bit.
Yeah, why guys can't be guys anymore.
I don't know. I will tell you the dating apps out there are a little brutal. So,
I'm happy to say, with marrying your mom 45 years ago, I'm glad I don't have to go through all that. Because it's nice being a guy and her accepting me for the way I am.
yes. Well, with that, where do you want to start?
Well, there's so many things with the food situation out there, with nutrition, with male hormones going down, female hormones going up
Yeah.
in the male population, through the environment, through food.
Oh, like chemicals, everything. I feel like we are now living in an estrogenic world. And that's not good.
Which I love estrogen dearly on my wife and on my two daughters. But I sure don't want it on my son.
No. I mean, let's be honest. I have never seen more man boobs in my life. Have you? Like, this is insane.
Yes, it definitely is a lot different, and with just the overweight population that we're going through now, with people not taking care of themselves, and the way they make us eat nowadays with what they put in the food is unbelievable.
It's crazy. And, like, it sounds like, I think one of the biggest reasons on why people kind of shy away from, I'm talking like the average person. I'm not talking about people ahead of research or, whatever. But the average person kind of just is so confused, and it seems to them like it's such a complicated thing. But the reality is, like, everything ties together, and you start with one thing and it will snowball into, keep getting better and better and better. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. And, I know everybody looks towards the medical community to give us the answers. But the only problem is, it seems like they haven't been telling us the whole truth all these years.
That's to put it mildly.
Right? And, I mean, we hope to cover many different topics, from nutrition, vaccines, what's in the plastics, the food we eat, everything.
And basically, we want to give you guys kind of like a blueprint on where to start. We want to, in layman's terms, how to get started cleaning up your health, getting better, get your body running on all cylinders, because I don't want to live in a world where a dad bod is like acceptable across, like, why are there 20, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, they're like embracing this dad bod as like that's the way to go. And a dad bod is man boobs that like B cups, a belly, and it's just, nah, I got a dad bod because, I reached 35. And we've been in the bodybuilding industry, and let me tell you, you've seen it on stage. Men in their 50s, like, they're jacked. You can be jacked in your 50s. You do not, like, this drives me crazy. There's no age where it's just, yep, that's what happens. I just get fat.
Well, and it's a proven fact that you live longer with the more muscularity you continue to have on your body. This way, whether you fall or run into some bad health,
You can get, like, if you get the flu, the amount of muscle that you have on your body carries you through. That's what gets you better. And people don't realize that.
yeah, and I once again, we really hope to cover a lot of different things by topics we'll bring up, by bringing people in to also talk that are experts in these different areas, just to give you a little bit different view what's going on out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to is all the guests that we're going to bring on. Because no offense, I do love you, but I don't want to talk to you all the time.
I understand that completely. And this is why we decided to do this, because there's nobody out there answering all these questions. And I know ever since you guys were little kids and Mom and I would go out to a restaurant, people would come up and ask us questions on nutrition, on weight training, on exercise, whatever it may be, because they want to do something. They just don't know how.
Well, it's funny because I feel like that could be a whole different podcast on growing up with a bodybuilder dad. So, like all the crazy and weird stuff that we've seen, strangers did come up to us multiple times, interrupting our dinner. So we got to meet a bunch of random people. So that was always fun.
Right. And they were always very polite.
Yes.
And that's where I guess you guys all got to learn how to talk with different people, which makes you a very well-rounded person.
Yes, I would like to think that.
Yes. But as you can see, there's many topics for us to cover. We just want to introduce ourselves. Obviously, you could tell I don't have a normal voice. I ran into a little situation a couple years ago where I was misdiagnosed with cancer, and I had to go through radiation treatments, which I never should have had, for 6 weeks. And it caused me to get cancer. And then I had to have emergency surgery. But I went from 210 down to 150. But once again, having all that lean muscle mass saved my life, they told me, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have survived. And I'm not telling you you gotta bulk up or anything else, but we just want you guys to all be healthy out there and enjoy life and be ready for whatever life throws at you. Because I was never expecting this. But the good news is I didn't listen to the nutritionist in the hospital, which they wanted to just have me take their liquid stuff in my feeding tube, where I mixed it with all the nutrition that I knew, and I was able to gain back 20 pounds very quickly to regain some of my strength. And now I'm happy to say I'm back up into the 200s, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I will say going through that definitely, I already knew this, but it just kind of reinforced it, how important having all that muscle is on you. Because with 5 stints in the ICU in a month and a half, the doctor told us, you wouldn't have survived the first one if you didn't have all that muscle on you. Definitely not the second. Third wouldn't have been a thing, and 4 and 5 definitely was unheard of. So it was wild. That's definitely going to be a podcast in itself, because there is so much stuff that we got to kind of see all of our knowledge, put to the test in real life, and it was insane. I've never seen somebody go down so quickly but come right back up just as quick. So definitely, keep an eye out for that podcast.
And once again, we're not trying to make you bodybuilders or anything else. We just want to make you healthy so you can enjoy your life and do what you want to do. Just as a side note, my wife's mom, Marge, she's 98 years old. We have her still working out with dumbbells. She lives on her own. And every day she has a little workout routine she does, which once again has kept her healthy and going. And I think that's so important for all of you out there, whatever age you are. so that you can enjoy your life and do the things you want to do as you get older.
Well, and the earlier you start, the better.
Yeah, one of the things I know that they're finally admitting, if you do some kind of resistance training, and I'm not talking about hours in the gym, some 2 or 3 days a week, it helps thicken your bones, which is better than any medication they give you to ward off bone loss, because resistance training thickens your bones because they have to respond and survive the little bit of trauma you give it in the weight room or wherever you're doing it at.
No, absolutely. Well, with that, let's round up our introduction. And yeah, we can't wait to bring you all kinds of different episodes.
And we hope you'll tune in again. And we will set up something where you can send in your questions, and we would be more than happy to answer them. Or bring in somebody that can.
Yeah, and cover any topics that you guys want to hear. So we look forward to it.
Yes, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, guys.
Take care. Bye.